Over the past years, Thika has steadily evolved beyond its historical identity as an industrial town. In 1924, it was a colonial trading post. In 1963, a rising municipality. Today, in 2026, Thika has outgrown its boundaries. With a population now projected between 330,000 to 350,000 residents, up from 279,429 recorded in the 2019 national census. The town, once known as the Birmingham of Africa, is redefining its position in Kenya's urban hierarchy.
So when the governor was voted in the year 2022, he appointed an ad hoc committee, and the ad hoc committee took around 2 years to collect the data, to do public participation, to ensure that we concur with the provisions of the Urban Cities Act on creation of a city. And with that, we ensured that we had ticked all the boxes in terms of ensuring that we conform to the law. After that, he received the report from the ad hoc committee, and he presented the report to the committee, the sectoral committee of the county assembly, that later was satisfied with our proposal. Then after that, it was presented to the county assembly, plenary of the county assembly, which approved the proposal. And later we took it to the Senate, and we are at the committee stage at the Senate. So we pray towards the end of the mid 2026, we'll have passed the committee and the plenary stage of the Senate and present to the president for ultimate conferment of Thika into an industrial smart city. And obviously we will have Thika as the fifth, I think the sixth now, city in this country after Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, Eldoret, and Nakuru.
Kenya's sixth city information. Thika has already met nearly 60% of the infrastructure, social service and land use benchmarks required for full city status. But what is driving this transition? According to the Thika Municipality Integrated Development Plan, the Smart City's vision is built on two transformative pillars. First, the Gatwanyaga Export Processing Zone, 324 acres of gazetted land ceded from Del Monte, now being prepared to anchor Kenya's next industrial revolution. This isn't just an industrial park, it's a high-tech ecosystem for manufacturing, pharmaceuticals and commodity farms equipped with specialized energy and logistics infrastructure to create over 50,000 direct and indirect jobs.
We have foreign direct investments to our city, our new city. We will be able to create jobs for the 250,000 plus people who live in Thika and the surroundings. We'll also bring business to both Thika and the towns, the settled towns around Thika. That is counties like Murang'a, Machakos, and all the other counties in Mount Kenya.
The surge in population, 25,000 affordable housing units are being constructed across Thika. These aren't just apartments, these are urban efficiency models designed to enhance quality of life. This is a Tier 1 collaboration between the national government and Governor Wamatangi's administration. Within Kiambu County, Thika stands as the third most populated urban center after Ruiru and Kikuyu. It serves as a strategic gateway to Mount Kenya, eastern and northern eastern regions, and remains one of the country's top revenue generators.
Along the great African highway that spans from Cairo to the city of Cape Town. And that was the spirit behind ensuring that the Thika superhighway spans from Nairobi to the north. Now there's an expansion of a dual carriage from Thika to Kenol to Marwa, all the way to Isiolo. And that by itself will ensure that goods and services easily move across the trading partners in Africa.
Urban growth without structure can quickly become disorder. For Thika, governance is central to ensuring that expansion translates into sustainable opportunity.
Licensing and revenue collection is done through an electronic as a system. We are calling the ERP. That by itself will ensure efficiency and will ensure that bureaucracies and the hardships that our people are going through in getting licensing and being able to pay the fees owed to the county government is a thing of the past. And so once we fully implement that the system, by in its own nature, is able to remove a lot of handles and bureaucracies in the system. And Thika has been at the front line as a municipality, even now, in terms of ensuring that even revenue collection that we are doing in Thika through the system has been upscaled. In fact, we were collecting less than 600 million before this government, and now we are doing up to around 1.3 billion.
County installed high-mast floodlights now illuminate the central business district, enabling 24-hour economy and supporting late-night commerce. Infrastructure readiness, regulatory clarity, and long-term planning remain key indicators for investors before they commit their capital. Hospitality often functions as an economic thermometer. When business travel rises and corporate activity increases, accommodation and leisure activities expand in response, like the Thika Greens and Eton Hotel. In Thika, the growth of premium lifestyle spaces, conference facilities, and centrally located hotels reflect a shift in the economic dynamics.
My name is Ezekiel Pal. I'm the general manager to Eton Hotel. Eton Hotel is basically a 3-star hotel in Thika town. We are based in Thika CBD, strategically located, easily accessible. We are at Karatina Road. And Thika Eton Hotel is one of the best hotels in Thika, having several facilities within the hotel. Services are really unique. We've got very professional staffs, well trained, good chefs, vast menu. We do international cuisine, Indian cuisine, Chinese cuisine, and continental cuisine, as well as the traditional cuisine. Apart from that, Eton Hotel has very luxurious rooms. We've got 60 rooms, standard rooms, 12 standard rooms, 24 standard rooms, 14 deluxe rooms, 3 super deluxe rooms. And we also have deluxe room, budget rooms for those people who have that budget, kind of economical budget. So we consider everybody, every level.
Hello, my name is Andrew Kioko. I work here in the sales department and marketing department, and I'm here to tell you a bit more about Thika Greens and invite you all to come visit when you can find the time. So Thika Greens is a 1,700-acre golf estate. So we have both accommodation and a golf course here as well. So this is somewhere where people come to get away from the noise of Nairobi and also invest and get some land in this area. But that's not all that's on offer. There's also a golf course here that a lot of people come to frequent and make friends, become members, and also network with people who are from similar places or who are also members here and might help them in business as well. Okay. One thing that I find very unique about the place is just the natural beauty. It's not every day that you get to own land near a golf resort or come play in a golf resort like this. I think that the unique part about it is that dual advantage or dual capability of being able to live here as well as play here and enjoy the facilities that we have on offer as well.
Thika expands as silent crisis looms. At Thika Greens and across the municipality, water provision has become the primary bottleneck for residents and investors alike.
When you look at a place like this that's very green and a golf course, for example, there's always a high demand for water and it's probably one of our highest costs. So I would say that definitely in terms of governance help, I would say that any way that they can make water more accessible or easier for us to get and be able to water our beautiful greens, that would be amazing. It would be something that would also help us be able to sell the course better and be able to satisfy our customers as well. So our founders had grand ideas when they came up with the Thika Greens golf resort as an idea and in conception. So In terms of the golf course, they hired a South African design group known as the DDV Group, and they're the ones who came up with the idea and the design of the course that we love and enjoy today. In terms of a course, it's one of the biggest courses in terms of area size in Kenya. It's also one of the most challenging, as it's a 72-par championship course. So this is definitely one of the best places you can come and learn how to play golf, as well as one of the best places you can come to enjoy golf if you're looking for a challenge, or if you're also a beginner. This is somewhere where once you've conquered this course, you'll be ready to take on any course in the world.
Corporate meetings, social events, and leisure tourism are increasing, signaling stronger internal and external movement into the municipality. High capital developments such as the golf resorts at Thika Greens represent long horizon investment confidence. These are not speculative ventures, they are commitments towards sustained economic activity. Together, these signals provide insight into Thika's evolving smart city investment landscape.
Have a lot of conference facilities here. We also have exclusive lounges and suites for very VVIP meetings or meetings that require some kind of discretion. We also have conference halls that have wheelchair accessibility. We have a lot of parking and a beautiful golf course as well.
Urban transformation is not only driven by large-scale infrastructure. Often it begins at the grassroots level. In Thika, electric mobility is quietly reshaping the transport economy. As of early 2026, electric motorcycles account for 15% of the new motorcycle registrations in Kenya. Meet Rider Mbugua, part of the rising wave of electric mobility in Thika. While the skylines change and the interchanges expand, these riders are leading a quieter revolution, reducing operating costs by nearly 70%, contributing to a lower emission urban future.
We have an ongoing program with Thika Water on reticulation, which is an expansion program of a trunk pipe that was supposed to span from Karemenu Dam to Thika, providing around 50,000 cubic meters of water. And that will obviously supplement the water that we have in Thika now. And the Thika Water company now has been doing reticulation for the last, I think, 1 year to ensure that once we connect this trunk pipe, the reticulation will be easy. So we have a contract that is ongoing with Danida that's connecting 50 cubic meters of water to Thika. And so as we speak here, Thika Water is doing the reticulation, waiting for the connectivity of the trunk line.
Thika stands at a defining moment of its urban evolution. The signals of growth are visible in governance reforms, hospitality expansion, and grassroots innovation.
Obviously, that starts with the blueprint, which is ensuring that you have a zoning regulation, and we have through this government passed the integrated development plan for Thika and another 12 urban areas in Kiambu County. All the municipalities now have an integrated development plan. That has created regulations, development regulations, which is the basis for development application. And with that, you are able to regulate illegal developments happening across all zones of this county.
But growth alone does not define a smart city. The quality, inclusivity, and sustainability of that growth will determine its long-term impact.